Imagine a world just beyond our own. Not a galaxy far, far away, but a secret society, hidden in plain sight, with wands, spells, and soaring broomsticks. Now, imagine a boy, orphaned and unloved, living a life of misery, completely unaware that he belongs to this extraordinary world. Welcome to Bummary, where we unlock the hidden narratives and deepest insights from the world's most captivating books. Today, we're not just summarizing a story, we're stepping into a legendary tale of magic, friendship, and the discovery of a destiny that changed everything. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling. Appearance: a baby on a doorstep. Our story begins on a dark, blustery Tuesday night, November 1st, 1981, not with a flourish of magic, but with an air of profound mystery and sadness. Albus Dumbledore, the venerable headmaster of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, appears silently on Privet Drive. He's joined by Minerva McGonagall, a strict but kind professor who can transform into a cat, and later, the gigantic, warm-hearted, half-giant Rubeus Hagrid, arriving on a flying motorcycle. They are there for one purpose: to deliver a baby, barely a year old, to his new, reluctant guardians. This baby is Harry Potter. His parents, James and Lily Potter, celebrated powerful wizards, have been brutally murdered by the darkest wizard of all time, Lord Voldemort. But in a twist no one could explain, Voldemort's killing curse rebounded, destroying his own body and leaving Harry with nothing but a lightning bolt scar on his forehead, the only survivor. He is the boy who lived, though he knows nothing of this heroic title. 10 years of misery, life with the Dursleys. And so, Harry is left on the doorstep of number 4 Privet Drive with a letter explaining his situation. His aunt and uncle, Petunia and Vernon Dursley, are the antithesis of magic, obsessed with normalcy, terrified of anything out of the ordinary. They despise Harry, resent his existence, and force him to live in a cupboard under the stairs, treating him worse than their spoiled, oversized son, Dudley. For 10 years, Harry endures a miserable, lonely existence. He's constantly belittled, starved, and told he's an orphan because his parents died in a car crash, a lie the Dursleys meticulously maintained to keep Harry from discovering his true heritage. Yet, strange things always seem to happen around Harry. Hair growing back overnight, suddenly appearing on a school roof, or glass disappearing at the zoo. These are accidental bursts of magic, unbeknownst to him, hints of the power simmering beneath his ordinary facade. The letters, an unstoppable avalanche. As Harry's 11th birthday approaches, an extraordinary event shatters the Dursleys' perfectly normal world. Letters begin to arrive to addressed Harry Potter, the cupboard under the stairs. They are thick parchment envelopes sealed with a purple wax and bearing a coat of arms: a lion, an eagle, a badger, and a snake. Hogwarts. Vernon Dursley, absolutely horrified by any mention of magic, desperately tries to stop them. He nails the letter slot shut, but more letters arrive, pouring through every crack and crevice, up the chimney, through the windows, under the doors. The Dursleys flee, first to a dreary hotel, then to a desolate shack on a rock in the middle of the sea, thinking they can escape the magical onslaught. But on the stroke of midnight on Harry's 11th birthday, as a furious storm rages outside the shack, a colossal knocking shakes the very foundations of the building. The door bursts open, and silhouetted against the stormy sky stands an enormous figure. This is it. Harry's world is about to change forever. The gigantic figure who bursts into the shack is Rubeus Hagrid, keeper of keys and grounds at Hogwarts. He's a mountain of a man with a wild, kind beard and twinkling eyes, and he has a message for Harry. "You're a wizard, Harry." The truth revealed. A world of magic.
The Dursleys' lies crumble instantly. Hagrid reveals the truth about Harry's parents, their magical abilities, their murder by Lord Voldemort, and how Harry miraculously survived. He tells Harry about Hogwarts, the greatest wizarding school in the world, and delivers Harry's official acceptance letter. The Dursleys are furious, but Hagrid won't be deterred. Diagon Alley, a first glimpse of wonder. The next day, Hagrid takes Harry to Diagon Alley, a hidden street accessible only to wizards. Harry is awestruck. He sees cauldrons, spell books, broomsticks, and robes, a world bursting with color and wonder. Hagrid helps him withdraw money from Gringotts, the wizarding bank run by goblins, where Harry discovers his parents left him a considerable fortune. He also learns about the legendary Sorcerer's Stone, currently held in a top-security vault at Gringotts, but its purpose remains a mystery. Harry gets his wand at Ollivander's, a dusty, ancient shop where wands choose their wizards. To Harry's surprise, his wand contains a phoenix feather, just like the one in Lord Voldemort's wand, a detail that chills him to the bone. Hagrid also buys him a beautiful snowy owl, whom Harry names Hedwig. On September 1st, Harry arrives at King's Cross Station to catch the Hogwarts Express. He finds platform 9 3/4 by magically walking through a solid brick wall, a moment of pure wonder. On the train, he meets Ron Weasley, a kind-hearted boy from a large, eccentric but loving wizarding family, and Hermione Granger, a bright and slightly bossy girl who already knows more spells than most first-years. They quickly become fast friends, navigating their new world together. The Hogwarts Express carries them to Hogwarts Castle, a breathtaking, ancient edifice perched atop a dramatic cliff. Upon arrival, the first-year students are led by Professor McGonagall into the Great Hall, a magnificent chamber with the ceiling enchanted to look like the night sky.
Here, they undergo the sorting ceremony, where a magical hat, the sorting hat, places each student into one of 4 houses: Gryffindor, for the brave and chivalrous; Hufflepuff, for the loyal and just; Ravenclaw, for the wise and witty; and Slytherin, for the ambitious and cunning. Harry, Ron, and Hermione are all sorted into Gryffindor, much to their delight. Harry also has his first uncomfortable encounter with Draco Malfoy, a sneering boy who immediately takes a dislike to him and who is sorted into Slytherin. Life at Hogwarts is a whirlwind of magic. Harry attends classes in potions with the strict and biased Professor Snape, who clearly favors Slytherin and seems to dislike Harry, Transfiguration with Professor McGonagall, Charms with the tiny Professor Flitwick, and Herbology with Professor Sprout. He struggles with potions but excels at defense against the dark arts, taught by the stammering, nervous Professor Quirrell. Most excitingly, Harry discovers an innate talent for flying during his first Quidditch lesson, landing him a spot as seeker on the Gryffindor Quidditch team, an unprecedented honor for a first-year student. The Forbidden Corridor and a Three-Headed Dog. As the term progresses, strange occurrences begin. One night, Harry, Ron, and Hermione accidentally stumble upon a forbidden third-floor corridor, where they find a massive three-headed dog named Fluffy guarding a trap door. They hear whispers about a secret object that Fluffy is protecting, and soon their suspicions turn to Professor Snape, who seems to be acting suspiciously and favoring Slytherin even more than usual. They fear Snape is trying to steal whatever Fluffy is guarding, and their adventure truly begins to take shape.
The mystery surrounding Fluffy and whatever he guards deepens.
Harry's suspicions about Snape escalate during a Quidditch match where Harry's broomstick seems to be jinxed, nearly throwing him off. Hermione believes Snape is secretly casting a spell to sabotage Harry, but Ron distracts Snape, saving Harry's life. This incident solidifies their belief that Snape is up to no good, fueling their resolve to investigate. Christmas and the Mirror of Erised. Christmas arrives and Harry experiences his first truly happy holiday. He receives presents, including an invisibility cloak, which an anonymous note says belonged to his father. This magical cloak allows him to explore Hogwarts unseen, opening up new avenues for investigation. Using the cloak, Harry begins to explore the forbidden sections of the castle. One night, he stumbles upon the Mirror of Erised, a magical mirror that shows the viewer their heart's deepest desire. For Harry, it shows his parents, alive and smiling. He becomes obsessed with the mirror, returning night after night, but Dumbledore intervenes, explaining the mirror's dangerous allure and moving it to a new location. Dumbledore warns Harry that it does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. The Sorcerer's Stone and Mounting Concern. Meanwhile, the trio overhears conversations and pieces together clues, learning that the mysterious object Fluffy is guarding is actually the Sorcerer's Stone, a legendary artifact capable of producing the elixir of life, granting immortality, and turning any metal into gold. They also learn that someone is indeed trying to steal it, and they are convinced it's Snape, though their evidence is circumstantial. Their concern for the Sorcerer's Stone grows, especially after they confront Hagrid about Fluffy and inadvertently learn that Fluffy was purchased from a man in a pub and that he has a weakness for music. This piece of information, innocent as it seems, plants a crucial seed for their future actions, pushing them closer to the ultimate confrontation.
The end of the school year approaches, and the trio is convinced that the Sorcerer's Stone is in immediate danger. They believe Snape is making his move. Ignoring Dumbledore's earlier warnings about interfering, they decide to take matters into their own hands and stop the thief. The Gauntlet of Protections. One night, they sneak past Fluffy, lulling him to sleep with a magical flute. They drop through the trap door and find themselves facing a series of treacherous obstacles, each designed by a different Hogwarts professor to protect the stone. They navigate through a devil's snare, a plant that strangles anything it touches, overcome by Hermione's quick thinking and knowledge of light. A room full of flying keys. Harry, with his exceptional Quidditch skills, manages to catch the correct winged key to unlock the next door. A giant chessboard. Ron, showcasing his strategic brilliance, sacrifices himself as a chess piece to allow Harry and Hermione to pass. A potions riddle. Hermione expertly solves a complex logic puzzle involving potions, figuring out which one will allow safe passage through magical fire and which one will let them return. She encourages Harry to go on alone, leaving him to face the final challenge. The true villain revealed. Harry finds himself in the final chamber, expecting to confront Snape. Instead, he finds a terrified Professor Quirrell. To Harry's horror, Quirrell reveals himself to be the true villain. He confesses to attempting to steal the stone, jinxing Harry's broom and being the one who let the troll into Hogwarts. And then, the ultimate revelation, Lord Voldemort is not truly gone. He has been living on the back of Quirrell's head, feeding off his host's life force, waiting for the chance to regain his full power. Voldemort, speaking through Quirrell, reveals his plan. He used Quirrell to try and steal the stone, which would restore him to full strength. He forces Quirrell to try and make Harry give up the stone, which he unknowingly possesses. In the climactic confrontation, Voldemort, speaking from the back of Quirrell's head, forces Quirrell to command Harry to find the Sorcerer's Stone.
Harry looks into the mirror of Erised, which now magically deposits the stone into his pocket because his deepest desire is to find it, not to use it for himself. Quirrell, sensing Harry has it, attacks him. A desperate struggle ensues. As Quirrell grabs Harry, his skin begins to burn at Harry's touch. Harry realizes that Quirrell cannot touch him without immense pain. This is because Harry's mother, Lily Potter, had sacrificed herself to save him, leaving behind a powerful protective magic in his blood, a magic that acts as a shield against Voldemort and his servants. Harry fights back with all his might, holding on to Quirrell, causing him unbearable pain, and eventually turning his skin into ash. Quirrell collapses, defeated, and Voldemort's spirit, now weakened and enraged, flies through Harry, knocking him unconscious, before escaping into the night. Awakening and Dumbledore's explanations. Harry awakens in a Hogwarts hospital wing, weak but alive. Dumbledore is there, and he explains everything. He confirms that Quirrell was possessed by Voldemort, and that the protective power of his mother's love saved him. He also reveals that the Sorcerer's Stone has been destroyed, preventing Voldemort from ever using it again. Dumbledore commends Harry, Ron, and Hermione for their bravery, acknowledging that their courage and friendship were crucial in saving the stone. Gryffindor wins the House Cup, and summer farewell. The school year ends with the Great Hall decorated for the House Cup ceremony. Slytherin is in the lead, but Dumbledore, in a surprising move, awards last-minute points to Gryffindor for the bravery of Harry, Ron, and Hermione, and even Neville Longbottom, tipping the scales. Gryffindor wins the House Cup, erupting in joyful celebration. Harry leaves Hogwarts for the summer, no longer just the boy who lived, but a true hero, with loyal friends, a magical world awaiting him, and the knowledge that he is truly special. He returns to the Dursleys, but this time armed with the knowledge of his true identity and the adventures he's had. Their mundane, miserable world seems far less daunting. The magical world awaits his return. Bummary's overall rating, 10 out of 10. We at Bummary give Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone a perfect 10 out of 10. It's more than just a book. It's an invitation to a world that has captivated generations. With its rich characters, enchanting magic system, and timeless themes of friendship, courage, and good versus evil, it's truly an extraordinary beginning to a legendary series. This book truly delivers an unparalleled magical experience. So, if you're ready to fall in love with magic, meet unforgettable characters, and discover a world where anything is possible, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is an absolute, undeniable must-read for you. To embark on Harry's first adventure yourself, grab your copy using the link in the description. It's packed with even more delightful details, magical moments, and subtle hints of the epic saga to come. And if you found this Bummary enchanting, insightful, and you're now ready to visit Hogwarts, please give us a thumbs up. Your support helps us create more amazing content and reach more people. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss our next insightful book summary. What's your favorite magical moment from Harry Potter? Or which Hogwarts house do you belong to? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for tuning in to Bummary. Until next time, keep believing in magic.